Additive manufacturing gives you the ability to print 3D products in a way that allows for efficiencies in the manufacturing process and gets those parts out a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. So additive manufacturing is a new methodology of forming metal parts and other types of parts, but we're focused primarily on metallic components that allows you to produce parts like gears, propellers in some cases, turbine blades, items of that nature that go into components of equipment. And it gives you a different methodology of producing this versus old methods.
Guidance is needed for additive manufacturing because these processes, all of them, can be quite complex. Whereas you think of making a cake, you might think of how much flour you need to add or how many eggs you need to put in. There can be over 100 process-affecting variables that all influence the quality of the end part. So you can imagine that if you change any one of those things, let's say put in too much flour or too little flour, or in this case, in an additive part for metal, put in too much heat, put in too little heat, maybe the material's a little off. All these can have an unknown effect on part quality. So understanding the recipe and defining that recipe very clearly, what you put in, will help you understand what you get out.
The guidance pertains to equipment manufacturers of the actual printing devices, the printers. It applies to designers of parts and that are going into equipment. It applies to the manufacturers that are actually using the printers to produce parts that go onto the market. And then it also applies to the people ordering parts and considering replacing existing parts for their engines or for other types of equipment with new parts manufactured through a 3D process.
The big vision in additive manufacturing depends on who you ask.
There's a tremendous amount of potential for additive manufacturing application in the marine and offshore industry.
I believe that additive manufacturing could help the marine and offshore industries significantly by being able to produce a low number of complex parts quicker than traditional methods like casting and forging.